That was going to save us from a hurricane.
Welcome back to Sailing Sunday. As many of you know, 5 years ago, Ryan and I gave up land life for a life on the water. And we've been on the move ever since, sailing our boat from country to country in the Mediterranean, across to the Caribbean, and most recently up the east coast of the US, spending most of the 5 years out on anchor. And since your life and home depends on it, you've got to trust that your anchor and chain will always have your back. So when ours started to look like this, we knew it was time for a serious upgrade, and we wanted a chain that could withstand the heavy beating life on anchor throws at it. So after months of research, we contacted Cromox Chains, and they hooked us up with some seriously tough gear. And what do you do when you get the best chain on the market? Upgrade to the best anchor. Say hello. Oh, Jesus. So as you guys can see, we were absolutely in desperate need for a new chain. It had been like that for a while, and it was only getting worse. And because we'd been in such shallow water recently all through the Caribbean, half of our chain was just sitting untouched in the anchor locker, and that's where it was really starting to rust and corrode and basically turn into a big ball. It was a little bit nerve-wracking because our life depends on that chain. Like, that chain is what's holding us in place. And we've been getting some pretty wild weather the last year.
Brittany, that was going to save us from a hurricane.
I don't think so.
Oh no.
It was definitely giving us some sleepless nights. It was definitely something that was always on our mind. And Thor has been incredible to us. Thor's done us really, really good. Still has a lot of really good years in him, but it's time for an upgrade. Problem is that Thor needs to be regalvanized. He's looking pretty rusty, and because of that, there's a lot of texture on him. He picks up basically half the ocean when he comes up with him, and we have to really work to wash it off. The Ultra is just so smooth that everything just glides off, and it makes it really easy. And the thing is that you'd think, well, why don't you just get Thor regalvanized? Thor has a lead tip. You actually have to basically have that melted out or removed before you can regalvanize and then put back in. So it's a lot more complicated of a process than what you might think. And when we started looking at new chain, now's the time to do a really good upgrade of our anchor. And we're looking for longevity and durability. I mean, all the modern anchors out at the moment, they're really good. The technology's there. They all do a great job. When you're a full-time liveaboard, we're looking for the next level. The wear and tear on a recreational boat or a seasonal boat is so different than the wear and tear on a full-time liveaboard, which is what we are. And we're cruising the world. We've started in the Mediterranean, we crossed the Atlantic, we've been through Africa, Caribbean, then up the east coast of the US, and we have plans to not stop. So that anchor and chain is getting an absolute beating for weeks and months on end in all different kinds of terrain, different weather, different temperatures, like literally everything. We get it all. That piece of equipment is literally one of the most important on our boat to keep us safe. We need something heavy duty. Not only are these two pieces of equipment absolutely gorgeous, but they also have a lot backing them for longevity and durability. So yeah, we've been waiting to kind of introduce our new chain and anchor to you guys, but we got it while we were down in Florida, which I'm gonna roll some of the footage of when we picked up our anchor and chain because it was super exciting. But we've been holding off because we also wanted to put it to the test. So we wanted to be able to drop it in the water, pull it back, reverse around, see how it resets the other way. We wanted to test it out and see how it all worked together. You couldn't do that on the east coast of the US because the water's not clear enough to even be able to see it. So I'm gonna show you guys now us going and picking up our anchor and chain, and we'll go from there.
Oh, it's hot.
So now let's rewind a few months back to Jensen Beach, Florida, where we picked up a mooring ball and a truck to head down to the Ultramarine office in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, we're here, guys. Super excited. We're in Ultramarine in Fort Lauderdale. We've just pulled up, reversed the truck in. Brittany, you ready?
Yes. Now, Ultramarine and Cromox are both industry-leading brands, which makes sense why they're often paired together.
Oh my goodness. Oh, it's like Christmas.
And since Cromox chains are made in Germany, we had ours sent to the Ultramarine warehouse so we could pick them both up at the same time. And the guys at Ultramarine were happy to accommodate, even transferring our chain into a smaller box and then loading everything into the truck.
Okay, we just picked up our anchor and our chain and a new swivel, and it is insane. It came in this huge, beautiful wooden box, and we would have brought it with us, but we don't have enough room in the back for it. So the guys were nice enough to switch it over for us into one of their anchor boxes to transport, but wow.
Now we've got an Ultra, you know? I mean, Ultra's really always been number one. Can't deny that. So we're stoked. So stoked. And then as well, like just to have the Cromox chain, the stainless steel Cromox chain is incredible. I mean, the Ketten Waelder make the Cromox chain 318 duplex. I mean, you just can't beat that. It's the best. Super stoked.
So Ryan is busy disconnecting our old chain with Jackson being very handy. We got the new stuff. Oh.
We had a bit of a storm this morning. I've been dying to put this on, but we can't. But now it's beautiful now, isn't it?
Yeah, you wouldn't know that it was absolutely blowing a gale earlier today. Between the rusty chain, as you can see,
and all the mud that this anchor holds.
and all the mud, it's time for an upgrade. This is not nice. This chain's angry. It's well past its due date.
Alright, anchor is off. Tomorrow morning we're going to take it to the recycling place. Otherwise we just dump it out the front here in the mooring ball, but they wouldn't like that, would they?
Disclaimer, this is a joke. Please do not cancel us, and please do not do what Ryan's joking about, because that is what bad people do.
Ryan.
Okay, we'll recycle
it. Ryan and I are taking bets on how much we're gonna get for our scrap chain. I think $75. I think $75. What do you think?
Massive trucks couldn't even turn them. I reckon we're gonna get $35.
$35?
So small scales, truck scales.
Ooh, looks lovely. This looks like a terrible idea.
Okay, how much do you think?
$75.
$75, you reckon?
Yeah.
All right, $25.
What?
Yeah, what a rip, hey? And you know what? They scanned my fingerprints. They had to like take a photo of me, blue eyes, height, like measure me and everything.
Your eyes are green.
Oh, whatever. Oh, yeah, I said green, but she put blue. Yeah, anyway, long story short, I'm sitting there going like, man, this is hardcore. This is full on. And she goes, oh, yeah. She goes, the amount of people that get arrested here is incredible. She goes, and I'm like, really? She goes, yeah, people steal stuff and just try and recycle it, and they always get caught. And I was like, oh, well, so yeah, this chain's so rusty, it's not stolen, don't worry about that. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah, so $25, Brittany, so we're going to eat well for lunch today.
Now let's fast forward to the Bahamas, where we could finally install our new anchor.
We've had this for a while now. We haven't had a chance to put it on. Now here in the beautiful Exumas, I'm going to whip over there to a mooring ball and put on Thor 2.0, I guess, hey? Let's go.
Now, don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. We have some incredible adventures coming up that are way out of our normal sailing vlogs that I promise you won't want to miss, as well as some really interesting tech videos diving into the world of anchoring and all the specs and tech behind this new equipment. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out.
I'm actually sad it's going to scratch it. All right, let's bring this up now.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go. Jackson, are you excited, buddy? You excited? I know. That is incredible. It
That's
looks
a
so
massive upgrade.
Once we had it in, it was time to put this new gear to the test. So we spent the next hour dropping and picking up that anchor over and over and over again to see how well it would set using the worst techniques possible. Absolutely no scope, hammering back the throttle, setting it in, then spinning the boat 180 degrees to rip it out and seeing how easily it would reset, and then we would do it all over again. We were seriously impressed. Just look at how easily this anchor sets even when it's facing the wrong direction, instantly digging into the sand. And a squall can come from any angle and dislodge your anchor, but just look how quickly it starts to dig right back in. Needless to say, after seeing this anchor and chain in action, we will be having no problem sleeping at night knowing we're in good hands. Now, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Don't forget to subscribe to follow along our journey. It's an awesome way to help support our channel and it doesn't cost you a thing. And shout out to our amazing Patreons for keeping this adventure alive. And we'll see you next week.
Like and subscribe. It's got hair in my face. Ah, Jackson. Jackson says like and describe.
Describe.
Like and subscribe. He's really heavy. He's tricking me. Like and